Hello to each and everyone. My name is Charles Denver Ian Torres. I am here to describe myself. Welcome to my room, everyone. I'm showing you my room to show the many things or objects that I could choose from to describe myself. Example, my drums, my guitars, my albums, and posters. But among these many things and objects, I choose to describe myself as a paper. For all the many things in my room, I choose to describe myself as a paper. So why paper? I choose paper because a paper can either be blank or may have already something in it. But in my case, I am describing myself as a blank paper. For all my life, I've been doing so many things that interest me. It's like I do not have any distinct thing to do in my life. I do what others tell me to do, but I do it if I took an interest in it. I have been I think blank page on my entire life. I look at what other people are doing and just do the same thing. And I am a curious person, and when I get curious on how things work or what their purpose are, I research about it and put it to my mind, or write it on a note or in my life or in my mind. Yeah. And sometimes I could really tell that I am a blank paper or a blank paper describes me. For sometimes there are a lot of things I don't really know about myself, that some of my friends describe me differently. I start to think that I show them different personality depending on or according to what kind of person they are to me, or I'm just trying to fit in that person's personality. That's it for me describing myself as a so the the two weaknesses and two strengths of a Filipino character that somehow speaks about myself. I don't really know if I have one of those mentioned weaknesses, but two close things that I think speaks about myself are extreme paternalism and lack of discipline. Extreme paternalism, because I sometimes let my emotion overtake my mind, and by that, if that happens, I sleep. And in lack of discipline, I sometimes tell myself to do school works for later for the deadline is still far. And for the two strengths that somehow speaks about myself are joy and humor and the ability to survive. To be honest, I am joyous and humorous person. I find everything I do or others do fun in my mind, and I always think positively on everything that happens to me. And I also think that I can fit with a lot of people through my humor. And the second is the ability to survive, because since the pandemic started, I started not to rely really that much on others. So I have practiced myself doing tasks all by myself. So lastly, as a youth of today, how can you be considered a nation builder? For me to be considered a youth builder, I must really respect everyone and those with authorities, the laws and regulation of the Philippines, or do the simplest thing like help people in need, and or do the 12 things that we can do for our country. For these 12 things that we can do for our country are the basic of the basic things that every citizens of a country should do. And thank you everyone. That's all for what I have to say. I am Charles Denverian Torres. Thank you again.